For my argumentative research paper, I talk about how the food industry and government influence the American people into buying products that are very unhealthy, and this is the reason why the national obesity rates have skyrocketed and why people are dying at a younger age. It's a really big problem in America, and it's starting to surpass cigarettes for health related issues on premature deaths. So I'll be going through different advertisement tactics that big food industry uses. For this first one, I'll be comparing a cigarette commercial. This is Morgan Freeman in 1970 when cigarettes commercials were allowed. So we can just watch this real quick.
We have come so far in the past 20 years. Yes, sir. Granddaddy did good.
So I'll stop it right here and explain so far the commercial. One of the first things they say is Granddaddy did, or something along those lines, and that's referring to like a family tradition. How maybe cigarettes is like passed down, and how you used to see your dad smoking a cigarette or your grandfather smoking a cigarette, so you're next in line, and it's kind of a family thing. I will continue.
Daddy did better. So why am I still smoking these short, white cigarettes? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. That's real good right there. That's smooth. We've marched a long way. Stay black.
So a couple things to point out. The narrator talks about how it's smooth and nice, just very clearly directing at like physical appeals, like that the smoker would feel when smoking a cigarette, and also it's their target market, just like younger people, and along with this specific commercial, they are targeting the black community. But yeah, so that's about it for this commercial. But the reason why I brought this up is making the comparison between cigarette commercials that used to be allowed to air compared to food industry commercials that you see every single day. So here is a Mountain Dew commercial, and this is with Morgan Freeman again. They sponsor, they try to bring in celebrities to influence your desire. So you see someone reliable, and you immediately kind of relate to them. So I'll just go through it real quick. If you saw there, well, first of all, they're playing a somewhat popular song just to kind of spice it up, but just to appeal to like the younger market. Just right off the bat, like there's a reason why I'm not playing some old song. They're playing something new, kind of hip. And then if I rewind it just a little bit, you can see lemons, limes. Like yeah, it's a taste, but they throw in the fruit because it kind of gives you like an unconscious, like a subconscious idea that there's like fruit flavor in it. And yeah, there's fruit flavor in it, but it's not like actual fruit. It's nowhere near healthy for you, but it's just something they're trying to like convey subconsciously. Again, another celebrity. Before that, the woman. I'm not really sure who it is, but I think she's just like a popular celebrity for another target market.
A clear, refreshing lemon lime.
Again, he says lemon lime, refreshing, appeals to your like taste and all that kind of stuff. And lemon and lime are shown. It's not healthy for you, clearly. So I'll go on to this next commercial. This is a Cookie Crisp commercial. I talked about this in my essay, but I'll just kind of play it and go along.
Looks like chocolate chip cookies. Tastes like them too, but it's a breakfast cereal.
So I'll stop it right there. He said it looks like chocolate chip cookies and tastes like them too, but it's a breakfast cereal. like saying it's a breakfast cereal kind of gives you like a background thought that's healthy because of the term breakfast, most important meal of the day. So he just kind of goes right off the bat, like trying to like separate itself from being a really sugary snack, but it is very sugary and bad for you.
I'll get it with this! Now! Come, my delicious Cookie Crisp! My Cookie Crisp!
The chocolatey chip cookie cereal, part of this breakfast with 12 key vitamins and minerals.
Alright, so that part also very important. So first, I'll just say like, yeah, it looks cartoony and they have like a fun little mascot to try to influence the viewer and clear the viewer or the target market or little kids. So if we were to listen to it again, just really quick because it's a pretty important point. One sec.
The chocolatey chip cookie cereal, part of this breakfast with 12 key vitamins and minerals.
So they say 12 key vitamins and minerals. That's just them covering up the fact that how unhealthy it is. Like, yeah, a bunch of food will have a bunch of minerals that are key in like your micronutrients that you need on a daily basis, but it's just irrelevant. It's like it's still trash food that has like a little bit of these small nutrients that would be beneficial towards you, but in the end, it's packed full of sugar. And also, you have two kids sitting here with milk, bread, and orange, and he says part of this complete breakfast, something along those lines. Like that again is referring to breakfast, the most important meal of the day. That false saying that's been carried on till now for 100 years. They show a little picture of an orange and a piece of toast with the Cookie Crisp. So it's just like adding this along to your breakfast, and you are literally eating cookies with milk, and milk is also high in sugar. So a lot of kids are consuming their daily amounts of sugar or more just in the morning, just in breakfast. So they're appealing to the kids market. They want their kids to nag to their parents about the cereal they eat, and they will keep nagging until a lot of parents will just choose Cookie Crisp because, one, they just get influenced with commercials and their kids, and two, it's cheap. And we know a lot of people in America don't have that much disposable income, so they'll find like one of the cheaper products they can do. So this is one of the bigger options. Let's go to Tropicana commercial. So if we restart this, just before I say anything, or before I start it, a lot of people drink orange juice in the morning, and there's a very large misconception about how good orange juice is for you. And pure orange juice that's like actually like hand picked and not processed, that's good for you. But this processed orange juice, really bad for you. You might as well be drinking a soda. But yeah, I'll just begin.
Good morning. Good morning.
Alright, I'm just gonna stop it here just real quick because it's very obvious, like straight off the bat. They show a large garden or yard, and a bunch of oranges, and immediately your brain thinks, oh, it's healthy for you. Like, this is a good thing to put in my body. It's for breakfast. I kind of need it. So, yeah, I'll continue.
We've talked the whole night. Good morning.
There are 16 fresh-picked oranges squeezed into each carton of Tropicana Pure Premium.
Good morning. It's great.
Again, he says 16 oranges squeezed. That gives you like a mental narrative in your mind about how they actually like put the oranges in the orange juice. They have them like jumping up inside of the orange container, but they don't show how you actually make orange juice. And when they add a bunch of unhealthy factors, and how when you make orange juice, this is like the reason why orange is bad is when you squeeze out an orange in orange juice, you take out all the sugars in the juice and all the vitamins they do go in the juice, but the fiber gets left behind, and it's the fiber in fruits that make them healthy because they kind of counteract the sugar when you're digesting it and prolongs it, so your insulin levels don't skyrocket. And insulin is how you pretty much gain fat, and also high insulin levels block your brain receptors of the feeling you get when you're full. So that's kind of why, like, if you eat a bunch of sugary snacks, not a bunch, but like a little amount, like you have like a Twix, you are gonna feel like you want another Twix. But yeah, so I'll continue.
Stay up late. Good morning. Good morning. Absolutely no space for added sugar, water, or preservatives.
Okay, this part's pretty irritating. So I'll play it back. Just listen to what the guy says.
Water or preservatives. Tropicana. No space for added sugar, water, or preservatives.
Alright, no space for added sugar, water, or preservatives. This is the Tropicana.
We put the good.
This is the Tropicana Pure Premium Orange Juice. So I pulled up the nutrition facts for this exact make, or this exact orange juice. Come over here. This is the website. So first thing the website says is the benefits, right? So they go through all the vitamins, like, yeah, some of these vitamins are pretty good for you, but there are so many other ways than consuming their orange juice to get these vitamins. Again, to show a little child drinking orange juice, I mean, he might as well be drinking a soda. But anyways, they even add no added sugar, no water, all this stuff. Like, it's a bunch of BS. So I'll go to the calories and the nutrition facts in orange juice. So right here, no fat, that's fine. So no sodium, cholesterol. Look at these. Look at total carbs, 26 grams in. In this serving size, 8 fluid ounces, 26 grams. Then you go to sugars, 22 grams of sugar. A child's daily sugar intake should be 25 grams. And then here's the most important part. So you see the sugars, and that's a lot of sugar. And then you go to dietary fiber, and there's 0 grams, 0%. That means that sugar is going straight into your stomach, and then it's like the insulin. Your insulin's going to skyrocket. That sugar is going to be directly converted into fat. So pretty bad. Not very good for you. Very false. Maybe not false, but very like muddied up advertising that is exactly the reason why the food industry knows how bad their products are for people, but they really try to push the narrative, like the narrative that's good. I mean, look at this. They have a strawberry and an orange. Like, it's not the same as a strawberry and an orange. It's way worse for you. We put the good in the morning. That goes back to the whole breakfast most important part of the day. But yeah, let's just continue. This has to do with one sec. Advertising towards kids again. So here's McDonald's ad. It's pretty straightforward what my point's going to be. These are minions from, I think, Despicable Me, like 1 and 2. I think there's like 3 of them out. But anyways, kids love the movie. Kids see these little minions, and they're going to want to get a Happy Meal. And the reason why big food industry markets towards kids is because, one, they bring their parents. If their parents if they influence their parents on going to the restaurant, the parents also go, so that's just more money. And 2, you want to start them at a young age, because you really do like hold that value towards a restaurant, because you used to think, oh, I used to go there with my dad when I was a little kid after soccer practice, and then when you're an adult, you might do that with your child, or you might just do it yourself to bring back some of those like fond memories. It's pretty. It's like, I wouldn't say it's evil, but it's really manipulative of the food industry. I'll just kind of skip to this part.
For you. And for even more fun, also really good for you. And for even more fun.
Sorry about that.
Choosing milk isn't just fun, it's also really good for you. And for even more fun, you can get apple slices. And
okay, so this part also very irritating. First he says milk pretty good for you. Yeah, milk's alright for you. Milk is good for you. You just have to realize that there is sugar in milk. And if you drink too much of it or add it to like a really already high sugar diet, then it's just going to add on to the fat you're going to gain. And when they say add milk to it, they're kind of giving the Happy Meal an aura of being healthy, because you can switch out like soda for milk, and yeah, you get the milk, but you also get all like the junk that comes along with it. So it's not adding anything good. It's just putting on more to like all the bad stuff you're eating. And then they say, maybe rewind a little bit.
And more fun, you can get apple slices.
They say you can get apple slices. And okay, apple slices are good for you. But let's go over to what is in a Happy Meal. Alright? So look at this. You have French fry options right here with the milk. And they also offer chocolate milk. And you know most of those kids are going to ask their parents for chocolate milk. But here we go. So you got the apple dippers, and they give you low-fat caramel dip. This is what like is the biggest problem. They give you these apple slices, which are good for you, but then they add this caramel dip, and to like cover up how caramel dip might be somewhat healthy for you, they say low-fat. And in my paper, I talk about how low-fat is just a marketing scheme by the food industry to cover up all the sugar they put. So let's go to the actual calories, or the actual nutrition facts. So calories, like that's pretty standard with like what a meal should be, in terms of calories. It's actually like a little light, but these are kids, so maybe that's about right. So I'm not really worried about the calories. Like the calories are whatever. But then you come over here and you got the sugars. Look, there's 35 grams of sugar in this one meal. Again, a kid's supposed to have 25 grams a day. And here we have 35. This 35 calories are mainly coming from the caramel dip, the apples, and the low-fat milk. So let's go to dietary fiber. Alright, right here. Dietary fibers. We got 0. 1, 0, 0. So it also makes you think, because apples have dietary fibers in them. Why is there zero in this category? Kind of makes you think what the apples really are. But that's another thing about what the apples really are. But these are the facts. This is from McDonald's themselves. This is what they released. Look at this sugar. Look at the sugars. Look at these sugars. All of them, besides the chicken McNuggets with small French fries and milk, all of them are above, and this one are above your the kid's daily intake. Look at this one. Well, this one's with a Sprite, but apple juice box, 45. You know, you might think apple juice is like really healthy for you, but you get 45 grams of sugar, and an apple juice box that's almost 7 fluid ounces. That's pretty small. That's one of those small apple juice boxes that you like imagine getting as a kid. And parents, they're just falling into the trap, because 450 calories, like, that's what a meal should be. But then you have 45 grams of sugar, and that's what's making kids obese. And back to the commercial, they're conveying it as being healthy. Let me replay the part where the narrator talks.
It's also really good for you.
It's also really good for you. That's the problem. That's what the food industry is doing. It's just messed up. It's pretty bad.
Apple slices and a mini minion of your very own.
And then of course you have the sponsor, the Minions, another appeal. They have a mom, really happy children. It's kind of disgusting, honestly. And then here's just the last point I'm gonna make. This comes with when you walk down an aisle in the grocery store. This is for cereal specifically. Here's, first of all, just to give credit, this is Wendover Productions, really great YouTube channel. You can watch the video if you want to hear him talk, but this is me paraphrasing. So down here below is the cheap off-brand stuff, bulk, as you can see. This is just kind of stuff that don't really have that big of a market value, like a market share. They are cheaper and they're not too much, like too branded, so it's not going to be your Cocoa Puffs. It's going to be like your off-brand, like, I don't know, some off-brand. And then right here Like if this is a third eye level, this is kind of like an adult eye level. They have your brands. This is like Frosted Flakes, Cheerios, just those kind of cereals. But then down here, and this is how the marketing and the food industry and the grocery stores, this is how they like operate. They put all their kind of child friendly cereals, like I know you know what I'm talking about, like the cereals that kind of market towards children, really high in sugar, really high in fructose and corn syrup. They put that at the children's eye level. So when the child's walking down the aisle, all they're seeing, like when they look left and right, are these sugary snacks that they're going to consume during breakfast, and they consume this for all their entire childhood, and you get kids who are fat, who are eventually going to get diabetes early, they're going to have really bad health issues when they grow up, and the food industry is knowingly doing this. And then at the top, you have your healthy cereals. They put the healthy cereals top shelf because normally people who understand how they're being marketed and understand all the nutrition facts and kind of care about their health a little bit more, they're gonna look for this. So there's no reason to not put it out of the way because that person is gonna be looking for this. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to show you as examples. If you want like my sources, you can just rewind and go look back at the YouTube. They're all right there. And yeah, this just kind of confirms how the food industry is manipulating the minds of both Americans and, most importantly, the children to buy their products for a lifetime. And it's messed up because as a business, you want to sell your product, and marketing isn't a very important thing in raising income. But what I believe in is, as the food industry and the government, they have their own civic duty to our nation and not practicing this kind of advertisements. Same thing with the cigarettes. I'm thankful that our government was able to step in and fix this problem. But obesity in America is surpassing cigarettes for number of deaths, and this is something that our government does. It's their civic duty. They have to step in and make a difference. So, yeah, thanks for watching.